You're only using one camera now?
Yeah, and the only reason being is because it's just I found that I don't know if you noticed on the last two, but
I'm not even in it.
It just worked out.
You're
looking at a preview. That's not even the full thing.
It's actually probably better that you're not in it.
Trust me, you're in it. I just staged it, but Anyway, but yeah, so here it's just much easier, to go to one camera. I was gonna bring the other ones. I just put like 2 stands and kind of have them going, but hey, when we get beyond 15 views, I might get some better equipment and
Well, he just made an extra $100.
He did.
I'll pay.
He made $100.
Yeah.
Look, he said I'll pay, and he just put it right back in there.
He's got to pay Jennifer later.
Hey,
How much do you give her for allowance each week?
how much do I get?
No, how much do you give her for allowance each week?
Not enough.
That's what she says.
It could be 1,000 for the month. Still not enough. It could be,
What does she do for a living?
She takes care of the house.
She's a housewife.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God! Oh, this is
Hence
so
those
much
pictures.
more
I think I saw some pictures on social media where she was kind of lounging
She loves
in the back.
show, though. By the way, guys, she is a thumbs up on the show.
Oh, great!
And-
We got Jennifer's approval.
She thinks you want her. That Josh.
And here it goes.
That Josh. I know why he talks about me a lot because he just.
Are you sure it's not the opposite where she wants me?
That's what I'm talking about.
I think that's what it is.
No, you just said I wanted her.
No. She.
What is it?
I think you have it right that time.
Oh, wow. Really?
Wow. When you come down this way, quick question: do you have to go by any of these schools? Because school just started here in the Coachella Valley.
Do I have to go by the schools?
No, do you?
No, he's not allowed to go by schools. Remember, he has,
Yeah,
he has to stay 200 yards away from a school.
I didn't.
Predominantly,
I didn't know that still
elementary.
existed. I figured I'm banned from certain places. But
Have we
Yeah, but not the
have we
schools.
started the
Schools.
show? Have we started the show?
I think,
We haven't started the show yet.
We
but,
sort of had. He did this last week.
No, the only reason why I brought it up is because I know you're experiencing this like when you get here because you're late, and the reason being is because you're following these tourists and what have you. And you made a comment about certain people being like the worst drivers. But I got to tell you something, man. If you drive by any of these schools during school hours when parents are dropping off their kids,
It's 3
man,
o'clock up the road here.
Oh yeah, but in the morning,
Desert. No, I miss
parents are the worst. Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of the ARK Show. I'm here with Greg Arrington, Josh Rush. I'm Joe Knight, hence ARK.
I was trying to look us up, and I kept going into some
religious
animation arc.
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah.
something. What's I didn't really look.
We
at
don't
it.
have as many viewers as they do yet, so we have to,
Yeah.
or subscribers,
So
so we have
we're
to.
much harder to find.
We are
Yeah.
much harder to find because I do it myself, where it's like, shit, how did that last video look? So I'll go and I'll type in, and it's almost like those age things, when you got to scroll down.
So if you didn't send us the link, we'd have a hard time finding it.
Well,
You have
yes
to
and
smash.
no.
Make sure you smash and like the video tonight and subscribe to our.
Yeah. We want to
Smash
get
that
we want to get a little bit more up.
Smash
in
that like bell. Subscribe to us, and you'll get to see a lot more of Mr. Knight and myself and Bunny
The last show
with his
and
2
again,
pair of glasses on his shirt.
Even though we're all part of this
noticed
show,
that.
I just
Every episode, it's like
I used
really?
to do this with Moose. Half of what he said, I didn't listen to, and then the other half, I didn't listen to.
What about the 2 pair of sunglasses or glasses you have on?
These are reader glasses. Of course,
And what else?
I'm doing the old man thing, readers. You
Yeah.
know, where you lose
Oh, jeez, I didn't even notice that.
half the thing.
Wow.
Even Jennifer goes, "Are you kidding me?" When I put these on without.
Hey, Greg.
It
Little
just
advice.
happened.
Little advice. You've got $100 in your pocket.
I know.
Yes, you do.
I made some extra money.
Go buy yours.
It
Costco, you can get those really
look,
cheap.
Does that look like it still works?
Yeah, pretty-
Are you asking about your glasses, or are you asking
Look
what
like an
Jennifer asked
imbecile,
you?
but it works. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the part that you need to work. But it's funny. You've never done that where you
No,
lose.
never. No.
I would never wear them like that.
One thing, can
that
I get?
spells senior citizen if I
That's
ever
what I
saw
just
it.
said.
Can I give a shout out? You mind if I give a shout out?
No, go ahead.
Today is my daughter's 25th birthday. I
Oh,
love
nice.
you, Poogie Bear. Happy birthday. Wish you could be here. She is in Tennessee. She's enjoying
25?
life. 25, yes.
Happy birthday.
August
Sorry
11th.
you're
By
in
the
Tennessee, but happy birthday.
By the way, the other day, Tuesday, was my eldest son's birthday. Kyle.
Very cool.
Wow.
31.
Wow, you are old.
31.
31.
What'd you have when you were like 15?
I was almost 33.
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah, you had kids
started
older.
late.
Huh? Yeah.
Is that a late start?
Yeah.
Well,
in your
my wife and I started. I was 21.
Same thing with me. Sam was I was 21, and I'm thinking, okay, this would be cool to have a 40. Or I'll be 41, and she'll be 21. Like now I can party.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think that's what our intention was when we had kids. Like we wanted to be a young family.
Well, our intentions when we wanted to have kids was a different story. We just wanted to.
Yeah. Well, there was that too. But
Yeah. Bunny had to go to
it was funny because it was
sacrilegion school.
It was.
I'll rent myself out, now.
My wife surprised me, so it was like, oh, that's why you got to wear rubbers.
Whoops.
I had no regrets though, because the thing is, I did always want to be a young parent because I wanted to be active with them, and then like you're saying, by the time they're growing up and they're out, you're still young and you can go out and do stuff. My wife and I are enjoying ourselves right now.
But there was some time there, as I recall, that you had to raise your grandchild.
Yeah, the first fight. Yeah, my daughter's a single mom, and the loser, he's nowhere to be found.
I know a guy.
So grandpa helped well.
I know a guy.
Right?
Just saying, I know a guy.
He's pointless. Trust me.
Okay. All right.
But
enough.
you were still young
He's
enough.
homeless. Let's
he?
just put it that way. Yeah.
Oh, then yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he's out in the streets.
we don't want to bless him with a hospital room or anything like
That's
that.
right.
But you were so young enough that you took on the chores of basically raising your grandchild, right?
I was just when you think it's all over, it's like okay, man, now life really begins. But I got to tell you something, man. It was like I thought I was gonna be stressed out because here comes another girl, and my daughter was probably the one who gave me the most gray hair.
Right.
Not in a bad way. I mean, it's just you're always, as a guy, you're just always stressed, and it's like, it's like, fuck, man. I remember what I was like when I was younger, and so you're always kind of just.
Well, you and I are like real men. We knew exactly what we did to. Why do you have to jump for?
No, I'm just saying because I heard the little dig. You and I are real men. Like,
yes.
What am I sitting over here, chopped liver?
Well, you're actually not even in the lens. I can't even hear you because you don't even speak to the mic.
I'm not.
There.
You can't hear me.
Now it's even better.
You're 3 feet away from me. You can hear me.
I can.
Maybe they can't hear me because I'm not in this close enough. But
you want me to finish, or you want me to just let it go?
No, go ahead.
No. So you were talking about schools earlier before we came on, as far as now school season, and we're talking about the parents are back to school, taking the kids first thing in the morning. I had a routine when I had to take my kids to school. It was kind of cool. Each kid, I had also my nieces and nephews in there also too, where they actually got to choose a song. So each day I took them to school 5 days a week. So, and there was there 4 of them in there. So they each got to choose a certain genre of music. So every day it changed. And it was cool because we had a routine. And the traffic is terrible. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. And even right now, like you said, I show up late sometimes because I'm coming from, Palm Desert and get behind these school moms or these school dads, drivers are just, fucking drive faster, whatever, get home.
Or it's not even drive faster in some instances, but when you go by the schools, get out of the fucking traffic lane.
Yeah,
because they stop like right there in the street. Mm-hmm. So you have like the cars that are parked here on the side, which is fine. Then you have another car that'll park right here next to it, okay, kind of in the lane or whatever. Then you have another one comes over here. Oh, there's my kid. I'm going to stop right here. It's like,
this is slowly becoming a public service announcement for driving in the desert.
Never mind, I can't say it because I want to say it so bad, but no, I can't be that guy known on this show.
Oh no, you have to now.
Okay, well then, did you go on the short bus?
Oh jeez.
The what?
I'm not going to say it again.
Sure, go ahead.
Nope. Did
I
go
on the bus?
Well, you're not that tall. Let's play Pictionary here, okay? Pretend I got a picture.
The guy's what, 2 inches taller than
Let's
us?
play Pictionary, okay? I have a blank piece of paper.
Okay.
Okay, you have a big bus, and you have a...
Oh, is that like I had to eat at the little kids' table on Thanksgiving? Is that what you're
There's a
trying
circle.
to say?
There's the head.
Huh?
We have a big bus, and you have a...
I follow your drift. I'm not going to answer that on the grounds I might incriminate myself, right? I'm taking the fifth.
As you guys can tell, we are very not politically correct.
No, not at all.
You know,
Not on this show.
I honestly think society is slowly going to go back to who gives a fuck if we're politically correct. I really
Hopefully.
believe that.
Hopefully.
Even though there's
We need
forces
to.
against that. Yeah, because you're right, you're wrong. You have your opinion. The other person has their opinion, regardless of what we're talking about. But I think you see the pushback now that wokeism is not going to grow anymore. If anything, it'll stay.
Well, neither are you.
Slowly. That's a fact, though. You're right. So I'm probably going to have to still get on that bus.
Speaking of buses,
and eat at the kids' table.
did you play high school sports? Any of you guys play high school sports?
I was a football player.
I did not.
Bullshit.
No,
Anyway,
I'm not bullshitting you.
so you never...
Tennis
okay, so
and football.
what we used to do on the bus, when I was on the golf team and baseball and football, but on the golf team, there was only like 8 of us on the bus. We had a full-blown bus. We'd take some of the golf balls.
Driving range?
And throw them out of the window when we're driving down the freeway.
Oh.
So, pretty cool at that time.
Yikes.
Until we
Oh,
smashed
man.
a window or two.
Tonight at 11, golf balls go through
And then one of the things we used to do too,
on the 91.
whoever the player on the team had the highest score,
Yeah.
we used to make them eat hot sauce packets.
Oh, jeez.
So the lowest compared to the highest. So if you're like 15 strokes higher than lowest, you had to eat 15 hot sauce packets.
Oh, man.
You know,
That's
Can you handle the El Scorcho? At Del
I
Taco?
can. Yeah. Wow.
Was it El Scorcho?
I don't even eat a Del Taco, so I don't know.
I don't know.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
My kids grew up. It's just don't go to Del Taco anymore.
Del Taco was a thing back
I think
in the
Del
day in high
Taco would be a
school.
great sponsor of this show.
I think so too.
All right.
I'll start going again when they sponsor. So if you want to place an ad, 30 seconds.
So, back on the bus.
Back on the bus.
You know, I so long ago, I can't recall.
No.
I got on the bus because of being on sports teams. Yes.
Okay, badminton, midget wrestling.
Midget wrestling? No.
Underwater basket weaving.
I remember working for a club. We had Wesson Oil Wrestling.
West Oil Wrestling. That is
Like
sound,
you've
that does
seen
not
you've
sound
seen the
right.
bit in what's the movie? Oh, here we go again. What's the movie? Not Back to School, but the one with
Ladies and gentlemen,
Vince
let's take-
Vaughn. The one with Vince Vaughn and the other guys.
The other
And
guy.
they
Crashers?
were
Wedding Crashers?
not Wedding Crashers. Here we go. This is going to be a bit now.
Yeah.
Every week we're going to be. By the way, I like your little chyron that you put below when we're sitting there like schmucks trying to do this.
How to do it.
No, the one where he's the king and they're at they have the old guys with a frat house, and you got Vince Vaughn and you've got the other actor and whatever. Well, the scene where the old guy, he's like in his 80s, and they're being initiated, and one of the initiations is to be in that little sort of pool or tub wrestling the girls, oil wrestling.
Have you ever done that?
I worked at a club where they did that, yes. Personally,
No. Besides oil wrestle with
I don't
your
think
hand.
there's any pictures. There were certainly no cell phones back then, so I can honestly
You oil
say
wrestle with your hand, don't you?
I probably lose that fight too, right?
Oh, my gosh.
Do you ever are you ever with a girl who says, I like it when you do that. You should do that in front of me.
Well, most of the time
I've never had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we segueing?
You had a girlfriend or whatever that said
I
that she likes to see it?
Yeah, I don't mind. I like to see it too. I mean, that's hot, especially like if you send it. I'm gonna get in trouble now. No, If you send it like via text message or something like that, video like,
No,
you haven't seen your
you don't
lady
wanna
for a
do
little bit,
Yeah.
huh?
You don't want to put that out in the
Why not?
metaverse.
That ain't my metaverse. That's Zuckerverse. But
Well.
why don't you? Are you telling me that if you're sitting here at work one day, right? You're like, oh man, I'm just bored, and all of a sudden your wife sends you a video of rubbing a little kitty, whatever. You're not going to be like excited.
He'll be
Well,
excited, but
define
he's
it-
going to be texting her, please delete this from your
Yeah,
phone.
exactly. Did you mean to send this to me?
No, it's really meant it for Josh Rush. We watched a documentary.
I'm not asking about a fucking
If you,
documentary. I asked
there
you a
were
question.
people that put private pictures of themselves that found their way, right, online
And?
because their accounts got hacked, whatever, and so you got to be real
don't
careful
think that-
about
you don't
putting
think
putting anything that will come back to bite you in the ass on this.
So
Would you find it attractive if she sent it to
I'm
you?
not gonna, of course, yeah.
Okay,
but
well, that was a question.
And again,
Why do you get
she
nervous
can be-
and like squealy?
He was a little bit nervous there.
Yeah, it was.
She
Like,
can
oh, I
be.
shouldn't
She
answer
can.
this,
That's
but-
the cool thing about Jennifer is that she's very creative in that way.
Creative.
Not in her husband's. Oh,
Her
choice- her choice of man.
oh.
Would that hurt? I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, right.
You know, the actor that she is. There's a
Actress.
creative aspect to her decision on doing things like that. Instagram, for example,
What? She's on Instagram.
of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying earlier. I've seen some of her posts, and I'm like, housewife, huh? Like,
Yeah.
she's
What's her name on Instagram?
Oh, geez. Imagination
oh yeah, it is Imagine
Flames,
something.
like that.
Imagination Flames, because I'm sure we're all going to go down in flames after doing this show.
I know.
Let's see
Well,
if I can find her.
let's talk about your significant.
You go
other
ahead.
these
You
days.
go
So,
ahead and look up.
I mean,
You talk Imagination.
because at least I know mine watches these.
But
Yeah.
you
Shows.
want to know something though. When you have like those kind of pictures and videos of your significant others,
Oh, there it is.
like what do you think happens? Because you've heard about those bad relationships, right?
Of course.
Where you break up, and now all, like especially the women, like their stuff is like out there, or the guys sharing it. I mean, I think that's what's all over the internet is like from bad relationships.
Well, what I don't like, and it would never is when something goes bad, then it really gets out over the internet and all those outlets, and you don't succeed in anything there. In other words, you got dirty laundry, keep it to yourself. Don't.
But they're not. I'm not talking about dirty laundry
Well-
per se. I'm talking about like.
What's your dog's name?
Because people.
Which one?
The black one.
That's Wesley.
Oh,
That's her dog. That's our dog, but that's her.
and the other one?
That's her
You
soulmate.
have two?
Charlie is the other one.
okay.
We have a third one now. We just picked up a golden retriever.
Remember, he's going to start that ranch.
That's true. The Bunny Ranch?
You know, I've never really been around golden retrievers. This dog is, I have to say, is amazing. I mean, he's one, but he's
Do
pretty.
you feel like you're
full
being
grown.
pushed out?
No, because it was both our ideas to get the third dog, and we thought somebody else would take it.
Who does the dog? Who picks up after the dogs?
I do.
And you still
my
give her
job.
allowance each week.
That the housewife leaves everything for him to get home.
So basically, you're a house husband also too.
Do I cook? Is that what you're asking?
No, I just said you're a house husband. Is that what it is?
Bring home the bacon, baby. And cook it while you do. What are we having for dinner?
Oh, jeez.
We're having Murph's Gaslight chicken.
Who's that? That's
I don't
Carl.
know. That's
Hey,
well,
Adam.
it's still there.
Yeah,
it may
it's
not
still
it
there.
may not exist,
It's
but
still
it's still there. It was, you know.
What do you think about all these chicken places coming out, man? Speaking of chicken, we have. So I noticed, like in Cathedral City, and I didn't even notice that they had this in other places, but Dave's.
Dave's Hot Chicken.
Yeah. So it's Dave's Hot Chicken. That's just opening up. They're building a new one in Cathedral City. There's one opening up in Palm Desert.
Chick-fil-A is here now.
So Chick-fil-A just opened up, and I don't understand the line. Like
I don't get
if
that.
any
I
of
saw
you,
the
If
line.
any of you love Chick-fil-A, I don't understand what the hype is. I've waited. I've had it.
It's good.
It's kind of mediocre, if
Right.
you ask me. But
But that line that I saw in the new one,
the new
It's
one. Monterey.
crazy, but it's not. It's not just like
well, you got Popeyes is here,
it's
right?
it's any Chick-fil-A that you go to. They for some reason have these lines that are just ridiculous.
I think I kind of sort of know why.
Why?
Because of the backlash against the place. I'll be careful here.
Why?
Where
It's ARK. What are you worried about?
We don't have to.
Well,
we're not
politics.
politically
Didn't we sort of?
No, even Knight said, "Hey, we are far from politically correct
Yeah.
on this show."
All right. Well, then I'll just say it.
Yeah.
I think the reason is there was such blowback with that company because they're a conservative-owned company,
Yeah.
and such pushback. Here we go with the woke. That there are a lot of people that are right that way, conservative,
Right.
and they are there to support that business because of their politics. I think that's
I don't-
why.
I don't
and
see-
because of a little bit of pushback. I could be wrong.
I don't
It's
see
just
a
my
lot
take.
of the because I mean, like I said,
I don't see
I've
the
been in
flags and the
I've gone
cars
there,
and
Yeah.
stuff.
But
It's
no,
just
I've gone there a couple times already, and
you don't see stickers
Well, no,
on the
so-
cars
so
and
I've
flags
gone-
flying. No, I
I've
don't
gone,
see that.
Gone to the one in 3 different places.
Yeah.
3 different areas altogether. So not like all out here in the valley. Every single one has had these crazy lines, and by looking at the people, I would say, it's just it's a mixture of people. So I don't know
Good
that,
marketing?
I don't know that really plays into it. I just think that there's so much hype into it.
Marketing again,
That they-
advertising.
it has-
In and Out. Look at In and Out
Has to be.
Burger.
Well, In-N-Out is actually, I mean,
It's a good burger, but it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
there
Well,
are better burgers.
they also
There are
don't-
better burgers
They
out
also
there are better. He makes a better burger.
But In-N-Out doesn't charge an outrageous amount of money for their burgers and fries. I mean, it's very reasonable.
Yeah.
You go to Chick-fil-A, you're like, you get these little tiny things, man. You're like, what is this?
Yeah.
And I did actually go to, was it Cane's?
Raising Cane's.
Yeah, Raising Cane's.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were actually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you go back to the question, what's up with all these? How do I feel about the chicken places? I mean, in case you don't know, excuse me, I specialize in chicken for close to 30 years, pan fried, and the chicken places are great out there, but it's overplayed, I think.
Yeah.
You have so many. You can only do a breaded chicken sandwich one way, and it goes to say marketing, maybe the woke. Maybe certain demographics that go to certain other chicken places. I've had them all. Yes.
KFC, the granddaddy,
Oh, I
right?
have no.
Don't like KFC?
No, I'm very. I'm not prejudiced, but I am prejudiced to my own chicken.
Well,
There's
you
some-
were. Your chicken that you prepared all those years, you weren't going to get it in a drive-through outlet.
No,
even though you could take out.
You can take
certainly
out, but
do.
it's not the same
But
as
yours,
eating it
you're
at
going to
home.
have your
Eating it in
chicken
house, say.
because you're going to the restaurant,
Yeah.
and that's what you're going to sit down and have. It's not these places we're talking
No,
about.
no.
I'll have to say, and KFC obviously because of marketing and it's been around
Mm-hmm.
a long time. How the one is run in Yucca Valley right now sucks.
Yeah.
And to the point where I even told Jennifer this, that if we had won the lottery, the big amount there was, I was going to buy it, hire people, and pay them $40 an hour to work till midnight.
Why don't you do it?
And at what restaurant?
It's the KFC.
KFC.
It's the KFC. They don't. I went by there at 7:15 one night. Right, closed. And then I noticed. I go, what? What do you close? It's Friday.
Yeah, but they probably don't have the.
They didn't have it's the help.
the
A lot of kids can't get kids to work past a certain
Mm-hmm.
time. It's almost to the point where you want to call the corporate office and say, I don't think your franchise operator of this location is doing a very good job.
Right.
So you go to Popeyes, which is up there, and they're it's not much better. At least they were open after 7 at night. So that, and I understand fast food is a certain demographic that you have to go after to work there. And if they're not available to work,
Yeah.
it's tough to keep your establishment open past a certain time. And so, but the recipes, and again, your recipe is your recipe, but you would find your product in the kind of restaurant that you had. But maybe I need to go try Chick-fil-A and sort of do the research myself. I mean, I have a very low bar. Don't poison me. It's a good meal. It's
Jennifer Bar.
it's fast food is fast food, but there's good fast food, and then there's
great fast food.
crappy
yes.
fast
Yes,
food,
yes.
right? Just like there's good sandwiches at the sandwich shop, and then there's crappy ones.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, certainly Subway is comes to mind, but they're not the best sandwich.
No, not after I found out they were putting
People go there, what? Because of the
Was something in their
marketing?
tuna?
well, their tuna and also in their bread they were putting in coolant, engine coolant, just to
well.
keep it fresh, or some radiation fluid. I can't remember what it was.
I think
just
it's so that whole, you know, it's so funny because, you know, people talk about that, and you know, in the States we use a lot of different preservatives
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
most other countries wouldn't.
right.
I know, like in England, probably most of the European countries would, like, their preservatives are nothing like what they won't allow like food coloring and stuff like that. But like what you're talking about, so there's like a certain ingredient that goes into coolant,
Yeah.
or whatever, and
It was antifreeze. That's
or
what it was. Antifreeze.
But
Yeah.
so
Same thing
whatever
as coolant.
goes into that chemical or whatever is, you know, albeit very minor, but you know, you start eating it in high
Yeah.
quantities, and you're.
It's like
flooding
if
your
you
body with
if you get a bag of hot Cheetos, flaming hot Cheetos, they're actually flammable. Light it up, you'll see. It'll.
Look at
Wow.
And I'm sure I'm probably gonna get sued now, but whatever. And I got shit to sue me for.
I don't know. I mean, I would try it.
Yeah.
I would try lighting it, but I
Yeah.
still like them. I'm gonna eat them.
I'm not a big Cheeto fan. Hot Cheeto fan.
I will eat hot Cheetos. Not so much a Cheeto fan, but hot Cheetos, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Do you
like
feel
spice-
any?
I
Does it really? Does it like? Do you feel anything when it like? I mean, does it burn the booty hole?
No,
No.
no.
too much
I
information.
I like spicy food though,
Yeah.
and so I do know when things burn.
What burns the booty
Yeah,
hole?
oh, yeah.
Yeah. Your booty hole burns, doesn't it?
Didn't take long to get to talking about burning booty holes.
Because that's what we do.
You know, this
here.
is where sometimes I go, maybe we should write down a little bit.
I agree.
But I know we talked about the spontaneity of discussion, whatever.
Sex. You can say it.
Well, it's the end of like last week's show. You had brought up, okay, let's save that for the next show.
Which
So
one was that?
here
What was
we
that?
are.
What?
Called
So-
the pounding.
The pounding. So, because now you're at booty holes. You're at burning booty holes. It's going to be a bumper sticker before
Have
we
you
know
ever
it.
pounded a burning booty hole?
Whoa.
Because you threw out to me in the last show,
Ladies and
How
gentlemen,
many-
he does hold grudges.
How
which we talked
many-
about in one show also, too.
how many pumps
Yes. In a booty hole. Burning booty hole.
can you put it this way? Probably not too many. If the burning booty hole is burning, it's not going to be as much as.
You're not gonna want that on.
No, I think you're not going to want that on either side. I believe.
Uh-uh.
Going to go. It's a little hot in here.
Are you talking about the booty
down
hole
there.
or just in the room
Just
in general?
in general, probably. Right? So you posed to me, which I know you like to do, you know, how many pumps do you have to get in there before, you know, the missus isn't enjoying herself?
Okay.
Isn't that what you were leading
Yeah,
kind of
yes,
to,
absolutely,
right?
Or
absolutely.
she isn't enjoying herself.
No. Well, we all know men fall short. If you ask most women, most men, even the men they love, fall a little short on
On what?
performance. That
You don't make her come?
you,
Or-
no,
or
you
you
do.
come before
That's
she
a goal.
does?
That's a goal. But I don't count how many. You know, just like the
Actually, if you do,
Tootsie Pop. I don't know anybody's ever tried to do that, which is one of the best ads where 1, 2, 3, and then he bites into it. So you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'm good. How about you?
if you do enough foreplay and she
That's
reaches,
the key.
reaches her point of
Yeah.
you know, the big O, then everything else it's just
Yeah. I
pleasure
mean,
after
the
that.
main thing is to get her off first.
Correct. I
And
will agree with that.
have you-
So young guys, you know, the young guys out there, it's not
Young
about
guys,
you.
young guys are just out to get them off.
There was
and you young whippersnappers out there.
there was and I don't remember the bit, but there was this comic that talked about that where, you know, you young guys you're all about the shotgun or the machine gun all over the place, and I'm more about, you know, the rifle, just
Sniper.
boom. and you're just shooting it all over the place, and that's why she's, again, I don't remember the
Sniper.
bit.
I'm about the one
But
shot.
but it was sort of sort of down that line where, and as an older person, I understand how I need to fire this thing, and how not to fire this thing if you want to please the missus.
You ever got caught masturbating in the shower?
Caught?
Yeah. You ever caught you masturbating in the shower?
No.
It was a good place to hide, wasn't it?
It's called locking the door, maybe, right?
Just ask.
Of course,
Do you lock the door at
because
all?
if somebody said, if the door's locked, what are you doing in there?
That's a good place to
I'm,
hide.
I'm,
huh?
do you-
I'm
do you
trying to
lock
get away from you. That's what I'm doing in here.
You lock the door?
No, of course not. Why would I lock the door?
Even when you're taking a dump?
No, it's two of us at the house. Now, if there's, put it this way, if
Do you
there's
use
guests,
do you use the master bath to take a dump, or you go to the guest bath?
I use my bathroom. We actually have our own bathrooms. But I'll use hers occasionally, and
Smart
then
man.
I'll get
Just to fuck with her a little bit? Like if you're
probably,
mad at
or
her,
just
like,
because it's closer.
you know what?
Leave the seat up.
I mean, it's closer to her room or your room?
It's closer to the bedroom.
Which is her room?
The bedroom is our room.
Oh. But so in
You
the
think
morning
it is.
time.
So that bathroom is closer. So like in the middle of the night, I'm not going to my bathroom. I'll go to use that one.
Well, I
That's-
can understand older guy like you need to go. You need close.
Well, the question is, and it's. I know that's another question that I'll bring it up before you do. Do you stand or do you sit down? As you age, even if you're only doing number one.
Number one. Oh my god.
You mean taking a leak?
Yeah, taking.
All right, taking a piss, right?
Oh,
do you stand or do you sit down?
Ladies and gentlemen, you can see that our subjects changed drastically.
Well, you said we're still down in that region, so.
When you're urinating,
So, okay, let's get back because I know you posed the question of how many pumps. So you actually keep count.
this
You-
kind of went like way.
yeah, I know.
we went
On
from
a
school
tangent.
buses to now to pumps.
Well, because I got the school buses. Nobody cared about the school buses,
Oh, we had a couple likes. I already seen them come through the
okay.
page.
but so
They want-
I
here-
believe he does not count.
Here's
There's no way.
one post.
There's no way he's going. Okay, I've done 38. I just need like 12 more, and she's
I don't care.
Here's one post that we received on the channel from Jenny from the block.
Jenny from the block.
It says, "Bunny,
Here we go.
what seat did you sit in on the bus? What row?
It was.
Thank you, Jenny
It was
from the
the
block.
it was the front row.
It was a bathroom.
No, I actually like the back of the bus. You could get
Bet you
away
did.
with. You could get away with more in the back of the
what
bus.
were you doing in the back of the bus?
I have no idea. It's 50 years ago.
Jenny says, "Thanks for the shout out." She was happy for that.
She likes to shout out. You're such a liar.
It's right here.
Oh God.
Oh man.
So again, I'm posing the question to you because you brought it up.
Do I what?
How many pumps does it take to
We're still going down that path.
10.
Well, he brought it again.
10 minminimum.
10.
Yeah, I mean just because.
Well, they did.
Want to knock it out if it's tired? I'm like, hey, fine.
What's the RPM level?
Oh, it's 0 to 60, full throttle.
Right?
That's it.
Is there a little torque or thrust?
There's a girth.
Girth. Do you use that? Do you have a little torque?
I
A
have
little
girth.
pullback?
Well, I pull back. Yeah, when I'm done,
Oh, okay. All right.
pull back and go back to sleep.
Baby, make me a sandwich kind of thing.
Nah, you know me because I'm very particular. on
Oh,
what
you
cooks
make
me.
your own
Yes,
sandwiches.
exactly,
Okay,
yeah.
the chef that you are.
Yes,
Grab me a beer.
Right? Give me a beer.
or a shot of tequila.
That is. Okay, so we're probably done with that subject.
Thank goodness.
We'll probably be done with the show after this episode.
It was short-lived.
We got 4.
I think, when you're sitting around, even though this is not a bar, but when you're sitting around, the guys having a discussion, it does go all over the place. It's not just about, hey, those Dodgers or those,
No.
those,
And most podcasts are
those
like that.
Rams.
I mean, they are directed towards one subject for the whole thing, or sports, or sex, or which is fine with me. But
Ours just always ends up down the sex avenue. We just
well, because we got a poster child to pick on.
If you really think that is the way to go, the poster child to pick on.
No, because I'm sure we'll get probably calls from PETA, and
Oh, jeez. Jennifer.
Jennifer,
Yeah.
I'm definitely get a text from Jennifer.
Yeah.
Here, Mama, stop picking on my husband.
Are you gonna send her?
No,
a
she'll
friend
probably
request?
she'll
I
probably
will. Yes,
she'll
I
probably
will.
send you some copy points to
ADA
you know.
is going to be calling me, PETA, you know, LGBTQ, whatever. I mean, it's all going to come down to where you can't have Rush on the show anymore. Well, sorry.
I have no problem with the direction you might want to go.
I'm going to GLM. No, BLM.
BLM.
Bunny Lives Matter.
I actually like that.
Yeah,
you
we'll
know.
get you a bumper sticker.
So that's the easygoing person. The girls generally don't think they like because there's not enough.
they don't.
Not enough adventure.
Adventure or craziness or whatever. But it's funny.
That's
we
actually-
play my kind. we play the long game.
Hashtag my kind.
We play the long game.
You wish you had long game.
In the long game, we actually win.
Do you find that Jennifer's the one to initiate like whatever you guys decide you're gonna do? No, I mean,
What do you mean, activities?
that was kind of an open
Or how?
question
The
there,
question,
but- No, I mean like if you
how
guys-
we're gonna do
when you
it,
guys
right?
like go places and stuff like that. Like she's the adventure.
No, I think there is a point to that, but I have to say that I'm really the one who initiates. The housewife, homebody person stays home. I'm the one who gets out.
No, but does she like when you guys go do stuff together? Is
Yes.
it like her that initiates it, or
Where
is
we're
it you?
going or what we're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a shared thing. I think it's
That's
I don't keep score. There's times when the woman is suggesting and you're following along.
She's sitting in the back in her chase lounge with a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Greg?
He's like,
More.
We're going to the bar.
It's funny when a couple of weeks ago, I didn't realize there was this small little lake or pond, sort of in the Inland Empire, just out near Ukaipa, Oak Glen, kind of that area. And we got there a little late to do, but I didn't realize that I forgot what it was called. But then we found ourselves. I'm like, okay, we're done. Well, let's go this way. Next thing you know, we're in Big Bear, not even quite Big Bear, before, a little west of where Big Bear is,
Yeah.
before
Arrowhead?
Snow Valley. Not Arrowhead, but Arrow Bear.
Arrow Bear. Okay.
So Arrow Bear, and then you got Snow Valley, of course, which first where I learned how to ski. And then next thing you know, now you're in Big Bear, and now then you're going the back way to home. So I even said, it's like this was a full circle. Yucca Valley, down the hill, Ukaipa, Arrow Bear, Big Bear, back down and around. So, but it happened, to answer the question, because that's was her sort of. I was just following directions.
So I think
It's
one.
good.
I think one of the topics should be on one of our shows, whatever it is. When you're driving with your significant other, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Do you talk when you drive, or you just sit there? Who does the most talking? I'm not a big talker when I drive. I can tell you that. And if somebody's talking in my fucking ear, I'm like, really? Can I listen to music? I mean, or can I just?
My wife would be the first one to tell you that I am not the talker.
No.
I love listening to music, and so I'll have the music going and stuff, and she will be the one to start the conversation and stuff, and then we'll kind of interact, of course. But I'm a quiet one.
No, it's funny you bring up this subject because it's the other day she goes, you can't go 7 seconds without saying something.
You're right. Yeah, I mean, I do find.
I
it
knew you
hard.
would love that.
I do find it hard.
Me
'cause,
throwing
like,
it
when
out
we-
there.
When we get done with the show here, ladies and gentlemen, it's funny because we're setting up, or Joe's breaking down.
I could have lied and said,
He's-
yeah, I don't say nothing for
Fucking
3
Bunny
hours.
just keeps going and going and going and going.
But-
I'm like, I got places to be. I don't have to drive my ass up to Yucca. Where this guy, he's got to drive himself. He's got an hour drive by himself, but he's probably on the phone. I'm almost there. I'm turning right. Turn left. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, I miss you. Oh, I miss you. What are you wearing? Oh.
Coming up the grade, I'm going to cut out here for
there's
Exactly.
that
minutes.
attentiveness we talked about a few weeks back.
Attentiveness.
No, I actually like it. Is nice to drive with nobody else in the car.
That's what Jennifer says too.
I know.
She's
No,
all-
she has Wesley, so it's all good. So
We're sniped.
I get the new dog. Tucker.
She's going to be laughing at that word housewife.
You know.
Yeah.
And Charlie says,
Yeah, right.
"Thanks, everybody's gone. I got the house to myself." So he's good. He's good there. So, I think there are times where you've got stuff to say. When nothing's being said, I hate to say this, more times than not, is because I messed up on something. So now someone is mad at me.
There's only one person that's
Well,
mad, that'd
that's-
be Jennifer. You can,
Okay,
But
well,
that's-
she didn't, there wasn't a stretch, was it, to figure out who that is? And I understand because, I have learned probably best to keep stuff to yourself.
I don't know.
When even when you know you're right,
yeah.
and it's a whole nother show, you're like, what the other person is saying is off base, wrong, whatever. But so you have to sort of point that out. But then when you point it out, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Right? And then I've pointed it out, so then I'm fucked. And now the silent treatment.
Doesn't that shit get old?
Well, at our age, yeah, of course.
Well, not you, but I know you're getting old. But
No, but I'm just saying it's that it just, and again, we can't even fake that we're psychologists. But you're a bartender, so do you have these discussions with your
day.
patrons around the bar?
every day,
Talking about their ills,
every
their
day,
troubles? Really? It still happens?
same stories every day.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I was just kidding.
No. When you're in the hospitality profession, you're a bartender, you're a psychologist,
Yeah.
you're a doctor. I'm not a gynecologist, but I'll play one. So a therapist, all that. It's
I know why you want to be a gynecologist, though.
why is that?
There's more openings.
Yeah.
It's as
Dana,
bad as the joke I did last week, right?
Yeah. That's as bad as the joke that I asked you. Do you ever get caught masturbating in the bathroom?
I didn't
Shower.
answer that, though, did I? I know
You
better.
did say you locked the door.
So by not answering that, I answered it. Is that what you're saying?
We know you. We know you by now.
Well, I mean, it's...
All right. On that note,
So we go from butt burn hole to we know
Burning
you
booty
what
hole.
we know what you do
Burning
behind
booty hole.
burning booty hole.
I'm gonna
We
get
know,
you a shirt to match your 2 glasses.
yeah. So
next week it'll be 3 glasses.
That's true. Or he may not be here because Jennifer will ground him.
cheers. So you got anything to add to the burning
No,
booty hole?
no,
Right?
like I said, on that note.
Well, let's time to pump out of here.
Next week we'll be having dad jokes.
I love those 2 guys that do all those dad jokes. I don't know the name of the.
You realize that was
site.
not an intro for you to keep talking.
Of course it was.
Knight
7
was-
seconds.
Knight was saying, "Hey, on next week's show we have dad jokes," and all of a sudden,
But he knows that he's going to be in his car. It's going to be.
I gotta
silent. He's
memorize.
not going to have anybody
Yeah,
to
that's
talk
true.
to.
Gonna have to memorize
how
some
many
dad
more
jokes.
allotted words do you have to say?
0.
Very good.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Hey, thank you for watching. Don't forget to press that like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And we'll see you next time. Peace.